G'day guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. Today we are in the Nether. In the Nether? No, wait. We have moved to the Nether for the foreseeable future, until we finish off our builds in the Nether anyway. So for today's episode we are going to make a start on the first two sort of priorities. We need to make a base, and we also need to figure out some form of food. So we've got our shulker of golden carrots, but once that runs out, we're going to try and rely on stuff that we can find in the Nether. So that means we're going to be building a hoglin farm, which should supply enough food to last us for the entire trip. The other thing that will supply is a whole bunch of leather, which we don't really need, but for things like item frames, it's handy, so that should be good. Anyway guys, before we start our build, we need to jump over to our crimson and warped forest behind us and collect up a whole bunch of these stems and stuff, and then we can start. So the place we're going to be putting our first little build is going to be right here. I've filled in the floor a little bit, and we're going to be building, I think, right about there. Just a main hub. I know that's our hub, but like a main base where we can come back to. We've got a storage system, and we've got all the things we need to continue building in here. And then the hoglin farm, I've got to do a little bit of research on it because I'm not 100% where hoglins spawn all the time, but that shouldn't be too far from here. All of the biomes that we need are within arm's reach, either that way or that way. So that should be fine. Anyway, I'll jump across to the warped forest and the crimson forest, and we'll collect up a whole bunch of wood, stems, planks, whatever we want to call them, and we'll get on with today's episode. We've been out now and we've gotten ourselves a shulker with a whole bunch of building resources from the warped forest and the crimson forest. I keep forgetting what their names are. And we've come across here and we've bone mealed some of our nether rack. The names are just getting me so confused, and place some trees down as well. So these markers here will be where our main base is going to go, and we're going to have a nice little warped forest feel to it. And I think we're going to have another one over there that's going to have a crimson forest style feel to it, I think. And this will be our main area. So that's our portal room, and this will be our hub. This design, we're going to utilize pretty much all of this. Not using all of the blocks, hopefully not. I hope it doesn't take that much. But we're going to be utilizing all of this and trying to come up with I have done this in my creative testing world, so it's a nice round structure that'll go all the way up, and hopefully it looks good. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm going to jump into this and we'll be back once this side is done. This side's now finished and I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. We haven't made a touch on this, but once we extend this netherrack out further, we'll be able to see this a lot better. But at the moment, I'm happy with it. It looks really cool. So if we go inside, we've got just a couple of things in here. We've got a nice little fireplace. Most of the blue lights are only really to keep those piglins away. We've had a couple come in recently, and every time I go to open my chest, they crack it. So it's not worth it. We've got a little chest system starting, and I think this is how it's going to look across the board. So we'll have one set there, one set there, one set obviously there, and one there. And we might move this crafting table aside, which means we also have to bone meal that area there, unfortunately. But we might put him just here. We have a little crafting station in that area. Now for our next part, we've got a slight dilemma, which is I want to make my hoglin farm. And the best rates to get from a hoglin farm is on the roof. Now I don't know whether I should go on the roof and break bedrock, or whether I should just try and make one out in the crimson forest without breaking the roof. I don't know, the rates are substantially better. The rates are substantially better. I think I might do it. It's risky because I don't want to accidentally die on the roof, and I don't want to get stuck up there. So there's a couple of things we want to take. The things we want to take are some obsidian, just in case, so at least we can make a portal to get back through. And we want to take the stuff to be able to break the bedrock, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So for that, we are going to actually have to go to the overworld again, but we shouldn't. We need ender pearls. Oh, no, wait, we've got, yeah, we need TNT and a couple other things as well. So we'll jump back through, grab that stuff, and then try and break bedrock. All right, here we go. I've dug all the way up to bedrock above the nether, and that's our point there. So we want the bedrock to be at Y127. So you can see on the right-hand side of the window that it is at 127. So I'm so nervous about this. Let's just make sure we've got everything. We need TNT, we need redstone, we need a lever, we need some stone and some pistons. I think that's everything, and we want our golden carrots to be right there. So what I've done, I've also grabbed our totem of undying because I'm absolutely terrified at this point in time. I don't know, I'm really scared. So we're gonna put this one on. This is one of maybe one. This is only one. What am I trying to say? This is gonna be the only time in the near future that you guys are gonna see me do this. Oh, let's see how we go. All right, we're above. Now we've got a problem. I'm gonna have to go back through my clip and find what block that was because I didn't take the exact coordinates. All right, so I went back and got those coordinates. I've got them right here. I don't want to mess this up too many times. So we need 94, -12. So that's that one right there. So let's just we'll put our piston there. 94, 127, -12. That's not where we want it to go. We want it to face that way. All right, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out about this. Okay, so the setup is one there, one there. Then we're gonna grab 2 TNT. This is the part that's freaking me out. That, and then a lever on top. Then we want to put a spruce door right there. Now what's gonna happen is when we press this, obviously the TNT will ignite, the piston will push out and the trap will be locked under the trapdoor, and we want to try and replace this piston as quickly as possible. So to do that, we're going to head into our controls and change the place button to B. Now hopefully this works first shot because it's so annoying to redo and redo and redo. So now what that does is, let's see if we can swap that over. We'll make another lever and we'll showcase what this actually does. So we can place it down and do like an auto clicker situation, which is exactly what we want. We want to be able to smash that lever, not lever, this piston as quickly as we possibly can. We're going to swap back over to our that, and oh no, I didn't bring my chest plate. We should be right. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Oh man, now I'm nervous. 3, 2, 1. And it didn't work. We are so lucky. Oh my lord. All right, we've got plenty more. We do always have our what's it called? Our obsidian portal, the nether gate that we can make to get the hell out of here if we need. We're not entirely stuck. All right. Why is this not working? Whoa, we're getting closer and closer to death here. And it's just not working. We might have to put a gate up. I think I know. I think I've brought the wrong block. In the video, the guy had change our button back. It was polished stone. I know that might not make a difference, but it worked in the other one, so that's what I might use. Okay, let's not too far away. All right, we'll head back up now for round 2. I'm just gonna grab my chest piece from our ender chest. There. Let's get rid of something. And head back up. Alright, let's try this again. 94. I think the explosion's going to blow up our nether portal. Pop that there. We need that, that, and that, and that. Alright, piston. That's on. We've got full health. Let's do it. Nope. Oh, no, that hasn't worked. Nope. Uh-oh. Nope. Not good. Still didn't work. Yes! Now, I do believe that underneath this piston now is... Yes! Broken bedrock. Oh, lordy. Alright, let's change it back to our standard. There we go. We have now broken bedrock. Thank goodness. And we can grab that, head back down, and start on our next project. So now that we've done that, we can head over to the Crimson Forest and take the coordinates from there. That way we can make sure that we can... That way we can build our farm up the top above the Crimson Forest, and it'll still technically be within that biome, and we'll still get the hoglins spawning. So basically, we want to be at -147 and 37, and that should put us in the Crimson Forest biome above the Nether. The other thing that we will collect while we're here is some of the... What are they called? These little mushrooms from the warped forest. Those ones over there. Warped fungus, I think it's called. We want 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then lastly, once we get back to the base, we're going to get some lava for the killing chamber. And we should have everything we need to start building. Now that we've got everything, we'll head over to the spot. So 744, -31. So that way. Here we go. We've got a Crimson Forest biome. You can see in the biome section. And now if we place a block there, let's start designing this bad boy. For this, we're going to jump into a third-person time lapse. So I'll see you after that. And that's the farm all done. So if we take a look down now, we should be able to see some hoglins. You can already see them. I'm really bad with the zoom. We are in Optifine to get rid of the fog, but we should be able to see some hoglins start spawning and going into the lava pit. So we have some now. They're just about to go in. Yep, we've got one. That's the only problem I see so far. We haven't got too many that are spawning, and they take their time to go down there. Now I'm pretty sure I've come to the right space up here, which is build limit. So we can't go any further above this. But it just doesn't seem to be working the way I thought it was going to. But that's all right. It's still doing pretty well. Okay, wow. We've got 37 cooked pork chop already. That's pretty good. We were standing up there for maybe, what have I got on the recorder? A minute and a half. And we got half a stack straight away. I think it definitely could be improved if we put more tiers up. That would be much better. But for the moment, this is going to do. I just have to come here occasionally and do some AFK. The only other thing we're going to need to do here is actually mark our way back to our break in the bedrock, because I have no idea where I am, and it's going to take me, I'm going to have to look for my coordinates, which I've got here. I said it so many times before, 94, negative 112. Okay. But unfortunately, guys, that's all we have time for today. So we've done a fair bit. We got our first base up and running, and we also have a means of food production up on top of the nether, which we also broke bedrock. So I'm pretty happy about that. Next episode, we're going to try and do the Crimson style base across the road from this one. And we're also going to look at what our next farm's going to be. So I've got to make that decision before that next episode. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next episode. Bye.